Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and since I completed that really neat and effective fire elemental light bowgun build in Monster Hunter, I figured we'd come into Wizard of Legend and celebrate with an all-fire build. So as you can see, I'm using Neve's Ruby. I'm supplementing with the Awe Robe. And we're going Bouncing Blaze, Flare Rush, Flame Fusion, one of my personal favorites, and Tracer Barrage, another one of my personal favorites. Now, as for where I want to start, the obvious answer would be to just get Zeal out of the way first and foremost, because my spells will be that much more effective against everybody else. I was hoping to find Shu, but oh well. So the goal for this run will, of course, to be get as many fire elemental spells as I can. And yeah. So I know some of you are probably saying, but hey, this is a heavily restricted run, just like Cabby's Sweet. But you said you didn't want to do a restricted run. And that is true, I did say that. But keep in mind, the only restriction here is on what type of Arcana I take. I'm totally free to take whatever relics I want, so this is still more forgiving. And by the way, in case you guys are thinking, well, wasn't that light bowgun build kind of niche? And well, I took down a Chameleos pretty comfortably with it, so I'm relatively certain that build will work out just fine. Like to the point where I kind of want to make elemental builds for elemental light bowgun builds for the other elements. It's just going to be a matter of which weapons do I use, because I'm not sure that rampage weapons are going to be the way to go for all of them, but I'll have to check. It certainly bears repeating that for someone that even though Element doesn't seem to be very effective with a lot of weapons in this game, I stress there are some weapons where it's definitely what you want to be using. Typically the lighter, faster weapons, because Element in Monster Hunter has typically been to... Oh, hello. Mercury Sandals? Oh my. I'm tempted, but I also want to see what Iris is selling, because activating Neve's Ruby should be priority number 1. Oh, wait, over here. This isn't a dead end, is it? Aw, man. I know myself well enough that I should have just left it alone. Good, what was I talking about? But yeah, Element in Monster Hunter has traditionally been one of those things where you want to be using it on lighter, faster weapons. That was nice. Because Element tends to rack up damage on every hit. Alright, so we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that. Not a fan of Blazing Onslaught. Blazing Vault, on the other hand, probably work out just fine. It'll give me not only an extra combat option, but additional evasion. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire! I'm not having my critical hit chance. taking the hit, dumpy. Alright. Oh, pardon me. Good morning, little bird friends. I'm for some reason reminded of Charlie's Angels. And I know they're not going to do that, but I just have this strange image in my head of the birds going, "Good morning, Charlie!" That's not my name! Don't be so disrespectful. Alright. Well, we're off to a good start so far, and even though I would have liked to have been able to afford Mercury Sandals, that is quality of life. Getting more Fire Arcana, that's actually the goal of the run, so... as you can see, that's what I'm focused on right now. And of course, the upgrades to the current Arcana that I have are also pretty top priority, as it can only serve to make them more effective. And I'm glad I got an early Bouncing Blaze upgrade. Normally, I don't get that until like level 3-2. Just because Iris, for some reason, feels the need to hold out on me. But this time around, no, she's actually trying to be helpful. I'm surprised by that. There we go. Looking good! Except for that, like, thrust I took to the chest. It'll be okay. I'm used to having my blood rushing out of my body from an unwanted orifice. And you have anything I want? Maybe Strongman's Hammer. Just to get the base damage on my spells up to the point where you know, I'm gonna do it. Because even though it is going to be a pain to deal with the longer cooldown times, A, I can probably find a relic along the way to help reduce my cooldowns, and B, the extra damage, even though not significant for a critical hit-based attack pattern, or attack strategy, I should say, will definitely come into play when the critical hits start flying. Pardon me. Oh, sorry. Whew, okay. Have here. Oh yeah, fire-based build. Let's take Shiva's water bottle. That sounds like a great idea. So, Boots of Frenzy could be interesting. It'd be very meme-tastic, not gonna lie. But again, I think top priority is get more Fire Arcana and potentially upgrade the ones I have if Iris continues to play nice. Hey, like Flame Fusion. Look at that, Iris is playing kinda nice today. No more Fire Arcana, unfortunately, so kinda stuck with what we've got, but that is alright. As it stands, we're still doing just fine. Alright, so now the question becomes, what do I do with the remainder of my cash? So Dark Katana would have very limited usefulness, seeing as I only have one melee arcana. This is fun, but again, not exactly super helpful. Interesting, but I would rather save that for when I have, like, the Fury Robe. Just no. And this is usually just meant to give you some breathing room on the higher difficulty levels, so if I do buy that, it'll be at a lower level, so no, I'm good. I'm just going to move forward. Save my money. Ah, I missed. I thought the burst at the end would hit. I was very wrong. Alright, now after this, every enemy will be susceptible to burning, and that is a very good thing for my build, because I have a lot of things that inflict burn, and that's just free extra damage that I can just comfortably rely upon. Stood a little bit too close for the extra hits on Flame Fusion. Yep, this is the boss fight that's going to take the longest. Especially if I keep screwing up Flame Fusion like that. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. There we go. So, the enemy resisting your damage type seems like it's one of those things that wouldn't be a big deal, but when you see it in action like that, you realize, oh yeah, that does slow things down considerably. Love it. Oh, I see you there. There you can hide behind the tree? What's wrong with you? Well, I mean, that's a no-brainer. And that is a 12% damage increase. Very welcome indeed. Alright. There you go. Get everyone aggroed so that they all bottleneck themselves. And a good time was had by all. By all, I mean me. And as damage increases because of Strongman's Hammer. Oh, hello. Now this is pretty high priority, but again, I want to stress, activating Neve's Ruby is top priority, so let's wait on that. And we'll see what we can do to get that Ruby activated. Oh, they're dead. And I'm already starting to feel pretty powerful, not gonna lie. Oh, here's the end! Yay! So I find it funny that the roguelike game genre seems to be catching on in many circles now. Now, I'm not necessarily just talking about the game Returnal, even though I find that to be very interesting that even Konami wants to get in on the roguelike train. Screw that up. Or not, that's not Konami, it's Sony. But it did kind of play my hand and kind of reveal what I wanted to talk about. Konami actually released something new in Getsu Fumaden Undying Moon. And it's in early access right now, so you know my policy. I don't buy things that are on early access, just as a rule of thumb. And yes, we will upgrade our robe. Excellent. Alright, so kind of starting to fall behind on Fire Arcana here. In order to activate that ruby, we need 2 more. And come on, Iris, you've been playing nice all the way up until now. Let's not pretend like I don't have Neve's ruby in my... Oh, god damn it, Iris, what the hell? Well, this is one of the problems that you face when doing a Neve's Jewel run, is that sometimes you just can't get the element that you need. Perfect. A bespoke masterpiece every time. Once again, bottleneck everybody. There we go. So that's a maybe, actually, seeing as I have a lot of decent defensive options in the form of Blazing Volt, and everything else attacks at range. So again, that's a maybe. I will think about that one. But I'm also to the point now where I'm thinking I'm strong enough that I probably don't really need Tattered Scroll. Far from relying on my signature at all times. Oh, there's Anders. You got something good for me? Well, I mean, not really. Like, that's about the best thing, and it's garbage. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's plenty of ways to make it work, but I don't know. It's far from what I actually want. Ow. There we go. Looking better. Sweet, I got 1 hit out of that. Well, I'll tell you, 1 hit is better than no hits. So now the question becomes, do I finish exploring the floor to try to... You know what, it's a decent defensive option, I'll take it. And you know me, the answer is yes, let's get a little bit of extra spending money for the next floor. hello. A present? Oh my goodness. How did they know it was my unbirthday? Three things that are going to boost my maximum HP? Oh my goodness. This is going to be a tanky run. Alright. There we go. And Firstborn's Gauntlet. Alright, so I can parry attacks and heal at low health. Cool. Not great, but cool. Yeah, we'll take it. Because one of the things I'm noticing is that because of the extra damage I'm doing, because of Strongman's Hammer and Ifrit's Matchstick, I'm gaining a lot of signature charge already. I imagine I'll be gaining even more with the Tattered Scroll. Alright, that actually is working out pretty nice. I mean, I don't really care, but I'll take it just to have another option. So, what is next for Monster Hunter, anyway? Well, as far as my video series is concerned, the next monster we're going to be talking about, and that is if I've done my... losers. That is, if I've done my progression chart correctly, I believe will be either Aknasom or Legami, one of the two. And I'm going to be talking about both of them regardless, just as a matter of eventuality. Oh, I'm stupid. Alright. But I'm just thinking which one is actually next. And I want to say, as far as the game's progression tree is concerned, that's a maybe. Seeing as I am looking for ways to get more chances for Arcana. Oh, look at that, he's right there. Alright, come on, baby. Nice fire element. Fire, fire, fire. Oh, no, what's... See, this is the Neve's Ruby curse at work here. Every gem should just come with a secondary skill called Neve's Curse. Yeah, you get this huge bonus for having all spells of one element. Good one finding spells of that element, loser. I'm thinking, as far as the Monster Hunter thing is concerned, I know Tetronodon isn't up next. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's either Aknasom or Lagami. Oh, the bear worked. Oh, I feel silly now. Oh, the timing on that is actually pretty forgiving. It's not like the parry mechanic in Street Fighter. There we go. Nice. So I think as far as my video series... Oh, hello, Inferno Beam. I'll take that. Just need one more to activate the ruby. Just one more. Can we do it? I know the game doesn't want me to do it, but fuck it. Yeah, there's no reason to keep exploring, so away we go. Okay, this fucker has to go. Alright, that was painful as hell. I don't really have a use for that. That's not helpful at all. Yeah, I can't afford it anyway, so the hell with it. No, we just need one more fire-based Arcana, and no more stupid-ass bosses that just fill the entire screen with projectiles. What was that? You want to fight Strafe Archer next? No! Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't have enough money for it yet. No worries, we'll come back to it. I'd like to be able to get Inferno Beam upgraded, actually, but... Alright, there we go. Short-lived fight there. And you know what? I can handle that. Let's go back and get Burn Cycle. And that activates the Ruby. The Ruby now making it so that I have a 20% damage increase, and they all burn now. Most of them did anyway. But... yeah, we'll stick with that. That includes my Bouncing Blaze even burns now. Well, don't you just feel lucky? Yeah, this is now both an incredibly powerful and controlling build. It is also creating a little bit of hubris in my head, though. I'm starting to get kind of careless. Oh yeah, Captain's Ring, perfect. Oh, Stanza of Frost. Ooh, those things will help a lot. Yeah, baby. Getting a little upset. Enemy patterns are starting to get a little nutty. I shouldn't be taking this much damage after having activated the Ruby. And the reason why I'm still going is because I'm looking for the red portal, because there are still improvements that can be made to this. Oh, I see treasure chests. They've activated my curiosity. Curse. What the hell? Oh, hello. Alright, so what would be worth selling to you right now? I can see that maybe being useful. Wait, but how? Dark Sage, you're at the end of the run. And you're right, I am at the traditional end of the run. But there are a couple of things that we need to remember about how this is going to work out. One, I did miss an upload, and two, and probably the more important part, Neve's jewel runs never seem to be long enough. Perfect. So I figured we'll see how quickly I can blaze through a second set of levels. Ow. That was not smart of me. I don't think so. Like, the run that we have built up right now is perfect for taking a second loop. And I see no reason not to do it. Oh. And the Inferno? That one I can wait on. Dice of the Nemesis, on the other hand, that waits for nobody. And I have a much better defensive relic in the form of Vampire's Eyeglasses, so let's drop that. Take you. And there we go. Alright, so let's see how quickly I can bust through a second one. This may seem a bit familiar. Oh, they put Atlas in spot number 6. Ah, crud. Alright, well, I might be suffering a little bit for that hubris. Hey, dumbass, I'm over here. So, I say quickly. I'm not 100% sure I want to just burn through the runs, because there's always the possibility of finding relics that could be better than what I'm currently using. There's also the possibility that the enemies will just control too much space and kick my ass. So... kind of a give and take. But because I'm so powerful, it's a risk I'm willing to take. Oh, hello, Taffy. No, but really, where's the real Arcana? Alright, well, I am starting to kind of suffer a little bit at the hands of hubris here. And, you know, I kind of figured it would happen, but, you know, sometimes it's worth taking a shot. The most interesting thing there is Curse Eater's Mask. Which, actually, I'm fine with taking that for improved critical hit chance. And I'm not too worried about other Arcana. Cobalt Firestone is neat, but I'm not going to worry myself silly over it. That was Taffy, okay. Oh, pardon me. So I'm definitely not going to go out of my way to explore the entirety of every floor. There are certain things that I am looking for. Chief amongst those, I'm looking for the Crimson Clover. Birds are having a field day with this right now. So I don't need another token of luck, but hey, appreciate the thought. No, what I need right now The only portal I'm really interested in is the red one. Not a fan of those guys, not gonna lie. And Dr. Song. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We'll go ahead and give her the Inferno Beam, and then I can replace it with the Enhanced Inferno Beam. Healthcare card, what does that do? Well, I mean, I'm hoping not to have to buy too many more potions for potions, honestly, but I appreciate it. That was worth it mostly for the heal. Now we need to go buy that. Yep, we gotta go all the way up here. It's just a big old pain in the rear. Just to buy that. Okay, so I can dodge out of that early. Alright. That is good to know. And I think just because of how well it commands space, I think I'm gonna stick with that now. Burn Cycle is good damage, but I think the Inferno Beam is where it's at. Bam! Alright, I don't think there's anything else I want, so onwards we go. Now, I know Freya is going to resist all of my attacks, but between huge attack bonuses and the idea that she can still be burned... Owie. There we go. 2 Cycle on level 4 Freya, not bad. Now Shu should go down pretty quickly. I'm good. I admit, I'm a little bit giddy to see how quickly he melts. Now, the reason why we're looking for the red portal should be obvious. I'm still looking for Crimson Clover. And if I don't get it, that's fine. But I would very much like to be able to have an even better chance at critical hits. Like, to the point where I am totally willing to give up some of my max HP for that. Silly boy. Oh, no Crimson Clover. On the other hand, let's have a look. Yeah, there aren't actually a lot of things that I'm willing to give up. But that doesn't mean there aren't any. So put that down. I can't drop that. Put that down. 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 There we go. Alright, there we go. We're back, and with another 10% bonus to damage, and even though we lost 50 HP, I don't see that as a downside. Sorry. Look at that, each fireball is doing 30 damage. How nuts is that? Don't talk bad about the Mario fireballs. Alright, so now at this point we can just make a beeline for the boss. I like Ignition Drive, but I'm happy with what I have. Here we go. Alright, here we go with this fill the screen with projectiles garbage method of fighting. Which, you know, I say garbage method of fighting, but it's my preferred way of fighting too, so, you know, Mr. Pot meet Mr. Kettle. Megalodon Tooth is cool, but again, I'm happy with what I have. Oh, the excitement! There we go. Sura and his love of nitroglycerin barrels, like I really don't get it. Alright, like I said, the only portal I'm really interested in is the red one. Once I find the red one, then I can just leave the area. Yeah, they just melt. They just straight up melt. And yes, I was right. Those max out at plus 50% damage, but plus 25% brain freeze. Plus 25% brain freeze. Cooldown increase, that's it. Tempting. It really is tempting, but I'm gonna say no. Here's the boss room. I didn't find the red portal yet though, so I will go a little bit longer to see if I can find it. Which, I mean, eventually I will. I hope I don't have to explore the entire map to find it. Yeah, at this point, if I could find Dagger of Midas, I would probably replace Ifrit's Matchstick with that. Wow. It just fucking melted. Didn't stand a chance. Feeling proud of yourself there, buddy? I wouldn't get too comfortable if I were in your shoes. No, once again, I'm comfortable with what I have. The only thing that's going to change is if I find that... Sorry, if I find the Crimson Clover, I'll probably drop one of the 2 HP increase items. And at this point, those are making things comfy, don't get me wrong. But I can stand to spare a little bit of comfort when I've got Vampire's eyeglasses and just so much power. Again? Okay, I'm confused. No catalytic vial this time. Alright, I should be able to roast Shu pretty quickly. See? Like that. But now, of course, we come to my arch nemesis. You cause me so many problems. Let's see if he causes problems for me in my grand fire build. I mean, you know, if they don't want to defend themselves, who am I to say? We'll just call it death by cop. Wait, you're a cop now? I mean, I might as well be. Just activate the portal. I don't want any of those. Great dead end. I'm happy to have found it. It's just the find of the century. I'm telling you. We may have just dug up the remains of an ancient civilization. That's how important that was. Nocturne, damn. Alright, let's just get to the end as quickly as we can then. Don't you just love bottlenecks? I love bottlenecks. Damn, more dead ends. Direction sense, my only weakness. Oh hey, Inferno Beam can block projectiles. Well, that is good information to have. Nice, but not really gonna help that much. Sweet, led me right back to where I started. To square goddamn one. Okay, sir, you could offer me the Crimson Clover. I've said many times that's strictly what I'm looking for. Oh well, at least now I know I can just make a beeline for the end if, you know, I knew where it was. Hello. Okay, you know what? That is worth dropping you for. It's another 20% damage. Good lord. The power at my disposal is overwhelming. You may have stood a chance in the earlier days. Like 63 damage from a bouncing blaze. Come on. You gotta admit, that's pretty big. Anything useful? Yes, but again, I'm comfortable with what I have. Though you could talk me out of the Puffy Parka since I didn't get the Crimson Clover, and taking my fairy friend with me. You could definitely talk me into that. I already left one fairy behind. I can't do it a second time. Good lord, is my sense of direction that bad? I managed to accidentally find everything except for the boss room. Oh, good gravy. Yeah, see, where did that get you in the long run, buddy? Where did it get you? You thought you were so cool hitting me with that hurricane thrust. And in the end, all it got you was a one-way ticket to the next world. There we go. That was a beautiful 1.5 cycle fight. Alright, we're once again at the end. Whoops. Oh, fairy! Thank you, fairy. Said it before and I'll say it again, very little beats having a good Sylvan companion at your side. I mean, they're magically powerful, and let's face it, they're just goddamn adorable. Sometimes that adorability quotient is all you really need. Sir, were you just making things up there? Me making up words and ideas? Come on, you should know me better than that. So yes, I was. Nah, we're good. As I punch my headset. At last we meet for the first time for the last time. Ow. Hey, could you stop spamming no flash agents now? It's really annoying and devastating to my plan. Oh my god, it's just null flash agents. The entire battle plan is just to spam null flash agents. I mean, it's working. I'm not really capable of focusing on my target. There we go. That was about to get terrible. If me and my raccoon face had failed at the end of that second loop, I'd have been mad. There you go. Sometimes all you need is just brute force firepower. Sometimes. But as you can see, even when using brute force firepower, sometimes it's good to take a careful and considered approach. If it was all about brute force firepower, I would have left Burn Cycle on, but no, Inferno Beam was actually the better choice. Just covered more ground and kept me safer. I like it. So, there you go. That was a good Neve's Ruby run that went through 2 cycles. I'm satisfied. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you appreciate the content. That sounded really smug. It was a mistake. I apologize. What I do appreciate is you guys coming in here and spending some of your free time with me, especially on a video this long. So if you really enjoy the content, hit the like button, subscribe, leave me a comment. You can even check me out on some of my social media, links of which will be in the description below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you